Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. In Top Stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. A Las Vegas police officer is dead following an officer-involved shooting. The shooting took place near the University District this morning after a domestic dispute. Review-Journal's Renee Semmerauer has details from the scene earlier today.
Longtime Las Vegas Metro Police officer 49-year-old Trung Tai was pronounced dead this morning at Sunrise Hospital and Medical Center. All of this given to us by Sheriff Joe Lombardo this morning during a press conference. This all started when officers responded to a domestic dispute around 1 a.m. near the 800 block of East Flamingo Road. Arriving officers made contact with the suspect, now identified as 24-year-old Tyson Hampton, on University Center Drive in Flamingo. According to Lombardo, Hampton was armed and fired at officers. A citizen and an officer were both struck and sent to local hospitals in critical condition. Officers say Hampton then fled the area, but was taken into custody near Desert End and Eastern by a K-9 unit after not complying with officers.
Hampton refused to comply with officers' commands when he got out of the vehicle, and this is when K-9 was released. He was subsequently taken into custody and received minor injuries during that phase of the arrest.
Joe Lombardo was visibly upset this morning, but he says although they'll do everything to help the family, they still need to combat the amount of violence they've been experiencing in this area. Renee Semmerauer, Las Vegas Review-Journal.
And on to the latest on the ex-Raiders coach, Jon Gruden. The judge rules the NFL cannot force Gruden into an arbitration process outside of court. Gruden and the NFL have been locked in a legal battle since Gruden sued the NFL, claiming the league leaked his derogatory emails to ruin his career.
The judge ruled that the arbitration process that the NFL wanted to go through was not fair to Gruden because Goodell, the league's commissioner, would have been able to act as the arbitrator.
Gruden had resigned after his racist, misogynistic, and anti-LGBTQ emails were made public. Attorneys from both sides have yet to comment. And a Las Vegas man is behind bars after Mesquite police say he tried to stab a woman and kidnap her and her 3 children at knife point. 34-year-old Justin Junius Carter allegedly tried to stab the woman in Vegas, then kidnapped her and her kids, driving them to Mesquite. Officers say the woman called 911 after midnight while in the moving car. Police stopped that car and arrested Carter. In business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada. Bank on accountability. The MLB commissioner highlights urgency in the Oakland A's new ballpark, saying pushing negotiations into next year could add uncertainty to the Bay Area. The A's and the city of Oakland failed to come to a development agreement for the proposed $12 billion Howard Terminal project in September.
Oakland does end up working with the A's, and Las Vegas doesn't get them. There's also expansion. Manfred also mentioned, hey, he wants to bring this Major League Baseball to 32 teams, which would be adding 2 more teams. Obviously, a lot of this work the A's are doing are going to, play into that if Las Vegas comes into the expansion fray here.
According to Oakland City officials, missing that September deadline ends almost any chance of reaching a binding agreement this year. And the committee responsible for the Las Vegas Convention Center's development gave unanimous approval this week to a 3-year, $600 million renovation beginning in April. The Convention Center's massive renovation will begin with work at the east end of the South Hall for a new entrance, new executive offices, and a boardroom meeting, all to be complete by the end of 2023. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every blooming thing. You can look forward to another clear and warm night in the mid-80s, which should cool quickly to the 70s in the next hour or so, then 60s overnight. Moving on to Friday, the forecast is now showing it may be the last day with highs in the 90s for a while. Starting on Saturday, it may get down to the 80s. Then some cloud coverage on Sunday with light possible drizzle. Sunny skies returning on Monday and Tuesday. On Wednesday, we may see some overcast skies.
Vegas Nation, brought to you by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app today. Through posts on his social media pages, Raiders cornerback Nate Hobbs let fans know that he broke bones in his hand during the team's Monday Night Football loss in Kansas City. He originally left the game and was listed as questionable to return with a thumb injury, but he went back to the field with a cast on his left hand to finish up playing a total of 57 out of the team's 72 defensive snaps.
In Health, sponsored by Boulder City Hospital. We're here for you when you need us. If you're looking for unique ways to stay active, tonight we're featuring the historic railroad trail at the Lake Mead National Recreation Area. You can see hikers and bicyclists enjoying the 5 tunnels along the path, each about 300 feet long. The first tunnel is accessible after about 1 mile on the trail. Back in the 1930s, materials were hauled along the track that formerly stretched from Boulder City to the Hoover Dam construction site.
Sports, presented by DNR House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable, located in downtown Summerlin. NASCAR returns to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway this weekend, headlined by the South Point 400 NASCAR Cup Series playoff race on Sunday, where 8 drivers remain in the hunt for the Cup Championship. The Alsco Uniforms 302 NASCAR Xfinity Series playoff race will be held on Saturday, with the action kicking off on Friday night with the Star Nursery 150 ARCA Menard Series West race at the Bull Ring. Sports betting, delivered to you by Las Vegas Paiute Travel Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Bills are a 3-point road favorite over the Chiefs at Circa Sports, in a matchup of the top 2 Super Bowl favorites and top 2 NFL MVP favorites in Buffalo quarterback Josh Allen and Kansas City quarterback Patrick Mahomes. The consensus total is 54. In a matchup of arguably the 2 best teams in the NFC, the unbeaten Eagles are 6-point home favorites over the Cowboys, with the over-under sitting at 42.
In entertainment, sponsored by Best Mattress, Best Service, Best Selection, Best Price Guaranteed. Finger Licking Foodie Tours is hosting a 3-hour tour of 3 celebrated Vegas pizzerias. On November 6th, pizza connoisseurs will visit Metro Pizza, Evil Pie, and Pizza Rock. The tour also includes hands-on instruction in pulling and fashioning the dough and taste testing pizza sauces. Also for pizza lovers, Double Helix Wine and Whiskey Lounge has an ultimate surprise. Check out this 3-foot ultimate food board with garlic knots, meatballs, pizza, and cheese options. Take on the challenge for $19.75 per person with a 4-person minimum per order. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have a Roku device, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. See you tomorrow for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.